Hey guys, welcome back to Dad's Dad. If you're new to my channel, I am a father of one 6-month-old son. His name is Leo, and I basically just talk all things parenting from a dad's perspective, and just talk about being a dad in general. Today we're going to be unboxing. My wife went recently on a business trip for a couple days, and she is breastfeeding our son. She breastfeeds our son. He's exclusively breastfed. No formula. We're lucky we don't have to deal with any formula. But my wife had a business trip to go on, and so she wanted to send us milk. There is this really cool service. It's called Milk Stork. And what they do is they specialize in packaging, shipping breast milk. So essentially when my wife was away, she pumped for 2 to 3 days and collected the milk, and she told them where she was staying. They sent the box to her hotel. She packaged it up, dropped it off at a FedEx drop box. Today is Saturday. She dropped it off on Friday morning at I think 10:30, and it came in at 10:30 today on Saturday. So it came in 24 hours. I'm gonna live unbox it. It just was delivered a little bit ago. And what I'll do is just kind of like tell you about my experience from the receiving end, and then later I'll ask Lindsey, who's my wife and the mother of my son, to just talk about her experience with dealing with this. I know Stork has a lot of different options. This option she chose, I think it's the maximum that they ship is 72 ounces at a time, and she chose the max option. It is pretty pricey. The service in general, I'm lucky and she's lucky that her company comped it for her. So I would say if your partner is traveling for business and you have a child at home who still relies on the breast milk as food and everything, definitely see if they're willing to comp it. They comped it for her. And so I think it's something that makes total sense. It's just a part of what you need to do as a parent. So it's just a natural thing. So I'll talk about that. I'll also have her talk about her experience traveling. She went to Miami. So just using, they actually had a breastfeeding pod at the airport, and she was able to use that and had a really good experience there. So I'll have her talk about that hopefully as well. But high level, just looking at this and looking, the package is nice and tight. Everything looks good. There's no damage to the box. I have this cool logo, so you can kind of see that. And let's dive in. Let's see how this worked out. Really cool packaging, nice and tight. There's this thing on the top called NanoCool. Feels kind of warm to the touch on the outside. That's really it. Looks like it came with this postcard. Mom packed and sealed this box on 10/11/19, which was yesterday, at 8 a.m. Eastern time. So that's when she packaged up the box. Talks about the active cooler in storing milk. Very cool. Let's see. It says, do not cut the top. All right, so the top kind of comes. Wow, it's really cold. Yeah, this is great. The milk feels super, super cold. This is a really cool piece of technology. I think I understand why it's so expensive now. Yeah, like I said, the top feels soft and gel-like, but the bottom is a really, really, really cold pack, and there's this huge, thick piece of insulation on the top. Look at the insulation on all the walls here. It's pretty solid. You can kind of see how much milk she was able to send in one pack. Like I said, there's different sizes. I know this option was pretty expensive. I think it ran them around $200, but it was for the 72 ounces of milk. So you can kind of see an idea of how much my wife was able to store and send. She said they provided the bags, but she had her own anyway. So she was using her own, and the hotel she stayed at had a fridge, so she could keep everything nice and cold while she was away. Wow, so that's a lot of milk. Yeah, the inside feels really cold. The milk is really, really cold. It actually feels colder to the touch than it would be in our regular fridge. So that's really great. What we'll do is we will label this all and write down how many ounces each bag is and put it in the freezer. I'll be right back. Okay, so we unpackaged the milk, we laid it out, I checked the temperature, it's definitely colder than what it would be in the fridge. Labeled it, put it in the chest freezer, so we're good to go. So now my wife's back to work full time. It's important for us to have as much milk stored up as possible. So we didn't want to lose the ability to continue to build up on our supply while she was on her business trip. So I think Stork was an awesome option. They specialize in shipping the milk. I could see why they do such a good job and why it's such a premium product. The packaging is phenomenal. It's very sealed shut. The milk was very cold. It got here in less than 24 hours. My wife put it all in the box at 8 a.m., put the postcard in, dropped it off at like 10:30, and it came here at just before 11 o'clock. So basically 24 hours exactly for total shipping time. Again, she chose a larger option, which was for 72 ounces, about $200. So if that factors in everything, shipping costs, packaging costs, and everything like that. Like I said, they dropped the box off at her hotel, which was extremely helpful. So overall, I think this is an awesome option. They do have an option where they provide you with like a tote, an insulated tote, for you to transport the milk on the plane yourself. You can see how much milk my wife was able to store and send back. So I think it would have been a lot to add another carry-on item for her. I'm glad that they had this option to ship it, and I'm really, really happy that her company did the right thing and paid for it, which was awesome. So definitely, I would recommend this product. I think they do a great job. They definitely specialize in this, in storage and the solution of keeping everything cold. Hey, buddy. Hi, buddy. All right, so guys, meet my wife, Lindsey. This is Leo, of course, the star of the show. All right, so tell me about your experience with Milk Stork. Start with the beginning. How did you find them, and what led you to use this product?
So I actually found Milk Stork from a few Facebook mom groups. I'm in a few moms and tech groups, working moms, and a lot of them had issues with traveling for work and breastfeeding. So a couple moms suggested Milk Stork and said they had great experiences with it. So I looked into it and checked out their social media and checked out their reviews, and they were all overwhelmingly positive. It also just seemed like a very straightforward, easy process. So I gave it a shot. All I had to do was fill out a very simple form online. I picked the 72 ounce package. I think, as Rich had mentioned, because it was the largest one they offered, and I was going to be gone for 3 days, so that amounted to about that much milk. Filled out the form. They sent the package to my hotel, so it was there, I think, 3 to 5 days before I even arrived. When I checked in, they had a package ready for me. I brought it to my hotel room. I pumped as usual while I was there, then stored all of the bags in my mini fridge that I had in my hotel room. The day before I left, I packaged it all in the box, and then the top lid that Rich already showed you has a little button. All you have to do is press in the button, and it activates this amazing technology that cools and turns it into like a fridge. So press that, lay it down for a couple minutes while you're stocking the milk in it, put it back on, everything stays very cold. Fill out that little postcard saying when I packaged it, box it back up, and then you can either drop it off at your hotel if you're lucky enough that they do FedEx pickups, or you just stop by your local FedEx that's nearby, which I ended up having to do because my hotel did not do FedEx pickups. So I just dropped it off at FedEx. It was all pre-labeled, pre-packaged, super easy, and that was it.
If you like this video and you find it helpful, leave a comment below. If you're interested in seeing more videos like this, definitely like and subscribe to my channel.
¿Qué pasa?
She's not an au pair, she's my sister Patty.
I look horrendous right now.